Hello, Marvel Legends. Wow, this is going to be quite the video. If you're new to the channel, then you know your old pal Dave. You know what to expect. But, well, actually, no, if you're not new to the channel, I'm sorry, I'm drunk. I'm really drunk. Okay, if you're new to the channel, you don't know your old pal Dave, so you don't know what to expect. So if you're expecting like a fast countdown of like the top 10, bam, kit bash things, oh boy, you're in for a bad time. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's not it. I fooled you. Haha, fooled you. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm loves like top 10 things, but this ain't what that is. But I've got you now, so you know, come on, let me reel you in. Come on, just you're here now, give it a try. So yes, we are doing the top kit bashers, but there's no top 10 because I haven't given it that much thought. I'm sorry, I'm drinking. I've been drinking Floradoras all evening, and now I'm just onto the whiskey. So not whiskey, gin and tonic. Slimline though, so it's healthy. It's been a good day. I've got a new job. I've got a job. Guys, I've got a job. I'm moving to Beijing. Can you believe I'm moving to Beijing to work as an actor? Like actually doing what I do. 2020 might not be the worst year in the world. Also, like, I haven't gotten to Marvel Legends yet, but like, you're here now. So if you like this, then you're staying. And if you don't, then bye. Bye, Felicia. I'm an actor and I've got a job acting in Beijing next year. And more to the point, my girlfriend lives in Hong Kong. Beijing to Hong Kong is not that far. I might have sex for the first time in so long. Like, my penis hasn't been seen by people for such a long time it could legally be declared dead. So this is good news. This is really good news. So I'm very happy. I'm a little drunk and I want to talk to you about kit bashers. Because kit bashing is something I love. Customizing takes time, patience, and effort, of which I have none. But kit bashing, I can do. So kit bashing, for those of you who are not aware, is taking some elements of one figure and just smooshing them together. And I love smooshing stuff together and seeing what sticks. Title of my sex tape. So let's see some of my favorite kit bashers. First up, we have, this is a good one. I've laid out my kit bashers around me, so I'm just going to pick random things. But this is a favourite. First of all, Songbird. Oh my goodness. Songbird is one of my favourite Marvel characters. I love Songbird. I mean, come on. Thunderbolts, first drawn by Mark Bagley, my favourite artist of all time. I was heartbroken when he left Amazing Spider-Man. I was like, where can I find more Mark Bagley artwork? And he became the Thunderbolts artist, and I was like, yes, Thunderbolts, okay. And Songbird, great character, reformed criminal, used to be Screaming Mimi, then became Songbird as a ruse, as an evil criminal ruse to try and trick the public. She became Songbird, but then she actually learned the error of her ways and became a good person. What was the problem though was that her figure, her face was awful. I always talk about like the frozen mannequin look. That was what Songbird had. Oh God, it was terrible. The worst. But substitute her head for the cuckoo, the Stepford cuckoo, red-haired head. Throw a little bit of white paint on the back of her head and you have a good looking Songbird. Not only that, but because the cuckoo has pink detailing in the eyes, that actually matches the pink of the sonic projections. That's what Songbird does, is she creates sonic projections that physical form. So the fact that her eyes glow pink actually works perfectly. Now, the other problem with Songbird was that the figure has these flipper hands. She has flipper, straight out hands, which just look awful. So I also gave her, I think these hands are also from the Cuckoo. I think. Stop me if I'm wrong. Help me out. I'm 3 sheets to the wind right now. There won't be much editing in this video. I'm just going to post it and see what happens. But yeah, I changed out her hands as well. So rather than having flipping hands, she actually has real human hands, which, you know, look good for a change. So this is wonderful, fantastic. So Songbird goes from being a terrible character to an actually really good looking character. How? With a little bit of kit bashing and a little bit of paint as well. I can do that. That's like minor paint work I can handle. So Songbird, I'm very, very happy with. I don't think I can get her to stand here. Maybe if I use her flight stand thing, maybe. I'm gonna play around. I'll edit this at least, because it'd be nice if I can get a collection of kit bashers up on here. Huh. That took forever. Jeez. Okay, well, that's one. All right, moving on. We have, this is one of my favorites. Ladles and jelly spoons. I present you with one of my favorite kit bashes. The Hobgoblin with a proper Goblin Glider. Look at this thing. How good is this? Oh my God. This is what a glider should look like. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Where have you got this glider from? This is from the Toy Biz Hobgoblin Glider, or more specifically, the Demogoblin Glider. Either way, F it. It's the Toy Biz Glider. You know, say what you will about Toy Biz, but they made some really good figures. They made some, like, Hasbro looks cheap in comparison to some of the things that Toy Biz did. Look at this glider. It is gorgeous. It's friggin', it's such a good glider. Look at the detail. Look at the, can you see it? Are you looking? Are you looking? Because you should be. Look at the detail on this thing. Look at the exhaust ports at the back, the detail on the skull. God, so good. I'm angry at you for not appreciating this, because I know you don't. You're watching going like, it's nice. No, you don't get it. If you own Hobgoblin, which is actually quite a grail for a lot of people. No, if you do own Hobgoblin, get this glider. You can get it for like 10, 15 bucks on eBay. Do it. Do it. Come on. Do it. Come on. It looks so good. This is the Hobgoblin Glider. You know what? I'm afraid that I peaked too soon. Sip a gin for the working man. All right, a small kit bash now. Very small, but very effective. All right, Philip, this one's for you. Captain America, 80th Captain America, one of my favorite figures of all time. What has made him even better? I'm trashing this. Look at the straps. The straps, man, look at the straps. These just add so much to the character. I was so dismissive when my buddy Philip suggested adding these, but now that I have added them, oh my God, looks so good. These straps come from the previous cap, the one from the, I forget what wave he came from, Onslaught, maybe? Either way. I took them off of that cap and I put them, I call them the eyebrow cap. The cap that has the blonde eyebrows on display. I took them off of him and put them on this cap, and oh my God, looks so, so good. Use little cable tie at the back, which just looks like another strap. He looks fantastic. I'm going to try and put him here so that I don't make a display that I will then trash, which I'm going to trash everything anyway. And let me refix Songbird and see what we have next. Wow. In that break, I almost quit collecting Marvel Legends entirely. She drove me freaking insane. She wouldn't stand up on her own, so I got her a flight stand. And then the flight stand broke. And then the pink thing popped out. And I'm like, oh, Hasbro, just make figures that work. And how much more of my money would you like? Because I'm still going to pre-order everything. Yeah, that's how it is. But that almost broke me. But it's okay. I'm like, Dave, just think. We're having good things today. Good things are happening. You've got a job. You're going to Beijing. You're going to have sex with your girlfriend for the first time in like a year and a half. You're going to actually have sex with a man or a woman or anything. Just physical, intimate contact. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. All right. Let's move on, shall we? The next kit bash is a fun little one. This is a quick one. We have Back in Black Deadpool. And you know what? I had a real problem with Back in Black Deadpool because I was like, I don't know where to put you. Like, I put all of my characters like in chronological order, and, you know, Back in Black Deadpool is kind of like, he should be sort of 1980s, I guess, because he was technically the symbiote host before anyone else, but I was like, it doesn't really, I don't love this guy. But then I thought, let's get funky, let's get silly with him. And I put I have two pizza Spider-Man. So I put the two pizza slices in his tendrils and then drop them like that. But that works. That makes me happy. So I like that. So now that he has one pizza slice in hand and he has another pizza slice in his tendrils, and that just works. Like, Deadpool is a wacky character, often more wacky than I would actually like for a character. I'm like, oh, really, must you? But here, he works. So I'm going to give Deadpool a couple of pizza slices. And also, when I eventually dig out the old Juggernaut Wave Deadpool, he's got a chimichanga. So I'm going to put a chimichanga in one of the other symbiote tendrils. And that will actually work as a fun character. So there you go. Back in Black Deadpool gets an extra lease of life. Right, what else have we got, kids? Oh, this is a fun one. For my Dark Avengers, we have Iron Patriot with the Norman Osborn head. Yes! Now, this is interesting. I love the Dark Avengers. Oh, God, such a good story. If you haven't read it, read it. Norman Osborn controlling the Marvel Universe, making Norman Osborn an A-list villain. Oh, so good. But the Iron Patriot feels like a bit small. It's an older character, it's an older figure, and feels a bit small. But putting the Norman head on there, like, it just works. It works really well. So the Norman head from the Retro Goblin on the Iron Patriot, and then he has this it's a repulsor hand, but you can put it cradling his Iron Patriot helmet, and that makes for a fantastic Norman Osborn Iron Patriot, and actually goes very well storyline wise with Songbird. So there you go. Actually, those two work in my Thunderbolts display. Mwah, French kiss. Now, this is one I really like. Crossbones. A lot of people didn't like the new Crossbones. They said his neck was too long. Well, you know the good way to disguise a long neck? Give him a vest. Yes, and I have invested in this vest. So that's a rap lyric. You better invest in a vest to protect your head and neck. I think it's like D12, baby. Either way, Crossbones with the vest from Nuke. There you go. Crossbones with the you see in this drunken video how difficult it is to stand these characters sometimes. But Crossbones with the vest from Nuke. Oh my God, that works so well. It's worth buying another Nuke for just to make Crossbones look extra badass. Also, if you have the Gatling gun, the minigun from Deathlock, put that in Crossbones' hands. Oh, yo, oui, monsieur. That looks wicked, but I couldn't be bothered to do that because I've trashed my display enough already just making this video. I've got some my work cut out for me tomorrow. Right. What do we got next? This is a fun one. I'm branching outside of Marvel Legends. This is not a unique thing. A lot of people have done this. I got this idea from many people who I've seen do this. The Cletus Cassidy head from the Venom Wave 1, the Monster Venom Wave Carnage, with the Lex Luthor Batman vs. Superman body. First of all, the best thing about doing this kit bash is you realize how lucky you are to be a Marvel Legends fan and not a DC fan, because these DC figures suck. This figure is terrible. The body is not good. But as a stand-in, as a way of using what would otherwise be a head that might not get any use, this is wonderful. So I also glued the tendrils from my Green Goblin, my Ultimate Green Goblin Wave Carnage, because I think that's a knockoff. I glued those to the back. I used the hand. Again, this isn't kit bashing so much as just gluing. I just glued. I glued the hand there. Oh my god, this looks so good. So yeah, it's worth. Go onto eBay, get a cheap Lex Luthor. They're not going for much, and you can make a really good. On the back of his jumpsuit, it says Bellevue. If you want to be really clever, you could change that to Ravencroft, and mwah! The chefiest chef's kiss for that one. What have we got next? Okay, a very simple one. We have Captain Universe, Spider-Man head on Scarlet Spider. Okay, let me just get this out right now. Kane is my guy. You know, all right. I love the character of Kane. Always have. From the mid-90s in his blue. It's all falling apart behind me. In his blue Clone Saga costume, right through to the modern day. Kane is my guy. Problem is, his character here was made from promo art from Clone Conspiracy, which was a garbage storyline where he had this head, but it was all like yellow and like yellow eyes, and it was all like infected with Clone Saga degeneration nonsense. Whereas really, this is what Kane should look like. Hang on, I'm getting a low battery. There we go, we're back. Let me pick up Kane. Yeah, this is what Kane should look like, flipping you off with his claw there, with his stinger. Yeah, so I took this head from Captain Universe Spidey and just put it on Kane because that's what the modern Kane actually looks like. Should he look like that? No, he should look like a scarred up, hulking beast of a Peter Parker clone, but for whatever reason they decided they're going to give him the GQ look, which is fine, I guess. All right. Right, let me plug my phone in because I'm about to lose power here. All right, we're back. And just about finished here. Oh, that's tart. Right, last few. So we have... Oh, this is one that I came up with myself. No one else told me how to do this. I was like, this could be a thing. We have the Nuke body with the Eddie Brock head. We have... Oh, it's all falling apart. Hang on, let me fix this. Okay, here we go. We have the Nuke body with the Eddie Brock head. We have Symbiote Hunter Eddie Brock. Oh yeah. This is a David Displays Model Behavior original kit bash here. In the Flash Thompson Agent Venom series, Eddie Brock, once he loses the anti-Venom symbiote, dedicates his life to destroying all symbiotes and symbiote holders. So he becomes the Symbiote Hunter. He takes out Hybrid, who was a character from the 90s who I was quite fond of, but there you go. So that is exactly, I tell you right now, this is, he's not going to stand now, but this right here, with the flak jacket, with all the different armaments on, with the Eddie Brock head, this is Symbiote Hunter Eddie Brock. So this makes up my Agent Venom display. and I think is pretty damn cool as well. So that's a kit bash. That's a Dave personal kit bash there that I'm very proud of. Right, what have we got next? Super simple and easy. This is just a very quick one. Doctor Doom with the storm lightning effects. Come on. Doom is all powerful. He has magic, he has physics, he has everything. So of course he should have a power effect. I think the new Retro Doom has something similar. So there you go. That was just me jumping the gun on Hasbro. Of course, those storm lightning effects can be used for other characters. But next we have, again, a very simple kit bash. This isn't even clever. This is just giving people different weapons. The vintage Punisher. You see, the vintage Punisher comes with a rocket launcher, and it looks tacky and cheap and kind of garbage. Sorry, but it does. But if you give him a couple of the weapons... I knew that was going to happen. I'm sorry. Songbird has been driving me crazy. She's got to stay down there. That's just life. Which means that we've opened up a space for Vintage Punisher. And Vintage Punisher with like realistic guns, oh my goodness, it makes the character so much better. So I'm not even mad about that. God, I'm so clumsy. I'm knocking everything over. But yeah, Vintage Punisher with Rider Punisher guns. Such a huge improvement. And we're getting to the end now. Some big ones to follow. All right, now we have not so much a kit bash, but a character bash. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. Okay, bear with me here. We have the wonderful Build-A-Figure of SPDR Spider, which is a little bit undersized. He should technically be a little bit bigger, but we will give him what he has. You know, Hasbro can only make things so big, unlike Toy Biz, who made things even bigger. But what he's missing is Penny Parker. Well, lo and behold, we have the Stepford Cuckoo. Yes! I don't know the character's name because I don't follow Modern X-Men so much, but the Stepford Cuckoo with SPDR, look at the... Goodness sakes. I'm running out of space. I shouldn't have done it this way, but I have, so we're here now. I'll tell you what, I'm going to clear some space. And there we go. SPDR with Penny Parker. Whew, these figures are driving me crazy, but at least we have a blank canvas now to finish this off. So yeah, these two together, I didn't even have to kit bash anything. It just looks great. You could argue that I could paint the pupils, but actually the fact that they're kind of... I like Marvel Legends. I don't hate them. They don't drive me crazy. Okay, no, they do. They drive me freaking crazy. Okay, I'm not going to touch these guys anymore, but there you go. And I was just saying, you don't need to paint the eyes because the eyes glow with like a pink kind of hue. And all it does is, to me, with my headcanon, it looks like the eyes, like she's mentally interfacing with the SPDR robot. So that works. All right, let's finish this before I go insane. Here we have a very popular kit bash that everybody does, because Hasbro should have given us the parts anyway. We have the Red Hulk with the Ultimate Green Goblin fire effects. This is not breaking the mold here. Oh, for goodness sakes. This is a really good example of how... Because actually, if you're watching this, you're a Marvel Legends fan. You know how these figures will fall apart and drive you crazy. So there you go. You're witnessing it firsthand. But there. This is what Red Hulk should look like. To be honest, this is what Hasbro sold the Red Hulk as, knowing we would do the work for them. So yeah, with the Ultimate Green Goblin fire effects, the Red Hulk actually looks like he should do, bursting into flames with rage, as I was about to do as these figures kept falling over. You can't even write this, can you? Alright, moving on. Speaking of the Ultimate Green Goblin fire effects, we have Jackalantern, one of my favorite characters. I love, this is an unsung hero of the Marvel Legends. I love this guy. So many accessories, looking so cool with the Ultimate Green Goblin flames on the back. It's kind of artistic license. He doesn't burst into flames as a character, but he's got the flaming pumpkin. It makes sense to have more flames on him. This just adds to the character. He's got the flaming broomstick as well. So that just looks super cool. All right, what have we got left? Okay, this is one that I actually came up with myself. Toss. Yeah, not to brag, but Green Goblin with 2 additions. We have the blast effect. Oh yeah, we have the blast effect from War Machine. You know what, I don't even care. We have the blast effect from War Machine that I'm not a big fan of because I feel the character doesn't balance well on it and he looks a bit static. But the blast effect coming out of the back of the glider, oh my god, that looks so cool. So that is an amazing kit bash. Plus, you see here, he has the finger bang. Snigger. He has the finger bang. He has the muzzle flash. Get back up there. He has the muzzle flash from White Rabbit. Yes, the White Rabbit figure has the muzzle flash coming off of her umbrella gun, which it doesn't look right. Like, her face is a neutral expression, so the muzzle flash doesn't make sense. But you put that on the finger, it's amazing that it fits perfectly. It fits perfectly on the figure of the Green Goblin. So putting that with the finger, and then you've got the War Machine blast effect. Oh, mwah, so good. Even if I do say so myself. Right, last ones now. Whoa, hold that thought, past drunken Dave. This is current hungover Dave. The next morning telling you forgot one of your favourite kit bashers. How could we do a top 10 or whatever kit bash video without, this guy? I actually got him out, but he was just buried in the pile of other kit bashes. The Hawkeye Dark Avengers Bullseye head kit bash. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I adore the Dark Avengers storyline. The Bullseye figure is incredible. So much better than it has any right to be, with interchangeable heads and weapons and the throwing hand, and this screaming, crazy Bullseye head. Oh my god, look at this, with the indentation of the Bullseye mark in his forehead. It's so good, and this just sums up beautifully the Dark Avengers Hawkeye crazy psycho Bullseye character. So along with the Iron Patriot and the various other Dark Avengers, this guy's absolutely fantastic. I had to redo this video just to include this little edit here because of all the kit bashes. This is the bashiest kit bash that I love so much. Yes! Dark Avengers Bullseye Hawkeye for the win. All right, super simple, not even gonna pose him properly, but Mach 1. I was so disappointed with Mach 1. This figure should have been so much more, but instead they just took the Ultron body, repainted it, stuck a flight harness on, and that was it. And I'm like, come on guys. Worst thing was he had the flipper hands. The flipper hands are awful, but instead give him the clenched fists from Speed Demon. It's at least an improvement. It's not much, but it's something. All right, last couple now. This is a really good one. My biggest grail for the longest time was the Rhino. So hard to get. I eventually just bit the bullet and just paid a lot of money for him. You know, you gotta do something. But in the meantime, I had a knockoff select Rhino with the head of the Build-A-Figure. I had the legit head, at least. So I got the knockoff select from China, God bless him. I took off the head from that because I didn't think it looked very good. And then I put the knockoff head on it, and oh my god, look at this guy. He looks fantastic. Like, why would you even need the Build-A-Figure? Because it's the Build-A-Figure. But yeah, the knockoff... The knockoff with the Build-A-Figure head, looks fantastic. So happy with that. Right, what have I got left? I think maybe just one more left. All right, the final kit bash is a big one. This is one kit bash that involves 5 characters. See if you can figure out, all right, you hardcore Marvel Legends fans, see if you can figure out the 5 characters involved in J. Jonah Jameson. All right? See if you can guess. First of all, easy one. We have the Jameson head, who of course comes from Chameleon. All right, so we've got the Chameleon head. Then of course we have the body. The body is obviously from Claw. The MCU, a rare MCU figure in my collection, is the Claw body. Then we have the forearms, because the Claw body has tattoos on the forearms. So the forearms come from 6-Arm Spider-Man. Then, of course, we have a clutching hand, because the 6-Arm Spider-Man has fisted hands. The clutching hand comes from Shang-Chi. And finally, the 5th piece is the Daily Bugle itself, which comes from the retro Gwen Stacy. Whew! 5 pieces to make one awesome J. Jonah Jameson action figure, and that is the end of my drunken display destroying video on kit bashes. I'm going to try and edit this now and put it up, because I don't want to reflect on this in the heat of the moment. I want to put it out to you, my fans, that's a bit rich, but the people who watch these videos. I'm nearly at 1,000. That's crazy. I might as well, while I'm drunk and emotional, I might as well say thank you so much, guys. If you're watching to this point, then you're the guys who actually watch all of these videos, and genuinely there's a reason why I literally reply to every single comment that you guys make, because I value and love and appreciate everything you guys say. You have no idea how much you have kept me sane during this year. It's been crazy, and this has been the highlight of my year. I love it, and I love you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of Model Behavior and making this what it is. I love you guys, and I love what I do. So until the next time, I will see you in the next video, and keep displaying model behavior.